can all have a theory on something, and as the theory is explored and new information comes out, we can realise whether that theory is something to go on and could possibly be correct or completely incorrect. And this is all just people's thoughts and perceptions. There are many theories about narcissism that fly around the internet, and some behaviours are narcissistic. Some narcissistic behaviours genuine people can display, or people with different issues. So it depends on the pattern of behaviour and the intentions of the person you're dealing with. There are several myths flying around the internet also, and this video is to unpack a few of those myths. And one of the first myths is that some narcissism can be healthy, when often it's not the narcissism that's healthy. Narcissism is extremely unhealthy. It's behaviour similar to narcissism that is healthy, that we don't differentiate between, well, that behaviour is narcissism and that behaviour is healthy. So one example of this is a narcissist's arrogance is very unhealthy. They believe they know everything. They believe they're always right. They will humiliate people. They will put people down. Go to them for advice and they will give you the wrong advice. Go to them for information. If they know the information, they'll not give you the answer because they feel smug that they know something you don't know, because they're like a little 2-year-old in an adult's body. Or if they don't know the information, they will lie and tell you false information. We're all capable of believing something at a moment in time and telling someone that information, and then later down the line, when new evidence comes along, thinking, oh, damn, I was wrong. With confident people, it's healthy to be confident. It's something you build through experience, through knowledge acquired throughout life, when you are aware of certain information, and you're also aware that when you're wrong and information and data changes. A confident person, when you go and ask them for some help, they will offer that support and help. If you go and ask them about something that they have the knowledge of, they will try to help you and support you. If they don't know the answer, they will inform you that they don't know the answer. They will help you feel comfortable. So yes, confidence is healthy. However, confidence isn't narcissism. Arrogance is narcissism, and arrogance is very unhealthy. Being preoccupied with fantasies of ultimate success is narcissism, and they are very exploitative people, so they will exploit people to have their needs met. Having desires and goals and dreams is healthy. Having a passion about something is healthy, so long as they're not exploiting people en route. Jealousy, being jealous of someone, if used in the right way, is healthy. When you're jealous of someone, that you can still be pleased for the other person and just think, wow, I wonder how I could get that car. Wow, I'd love to go and visit that place. But still be pleased for the other person, just recognise you want it for yourself. This can show you things that you have a strong desire for, to work towards attaining for yourself. With a narcissist, it's envy, and with their envy, they seek to sabotage what someone else has that they are envious of, or they seek to exploit that person to take from that person what the narcissist is envious of. So envy is unhealthy narcissism. Jealousy, when used in the right way, can be healthy. All narcissistic people are charming. Not all narcissistic people are charming. Some are very woe is me. Some are very fragile. So yes, you can have a grandiose, charming, narcissistic person. However, you can also have the fragile, vulnerable victim narcissist. You can have a narcissist that morphs into many different characters, so they will pretend to help a certain group of people to be grandiose, yet they are very boastful about what they're doing for those people to gain the admiration. And then with another set of people, they play the victim of how those people expect too much of them. So they morph into whatever roles suit to get their needs met, to sell an illusion, a false belief to those around them so that they can get the attention they're looking for from that person. Narcissistic people look in a mirror. Most people look in a mirror. Most people like to look in a mirror in the morning to make sure that they haven't got toast all over their face, jam up their nose, toothpaste down their top. The majority of people do like to have a look in the mirror. There's also a lot of people that have a quick look and think, don't really want to look at that. So there's people that will not particularly look in a mirror. There is people who will look in a mirror and walk past a shop window and check themselves out as they walk past the shop window. That in itself is not narcissism. Yes, you can have the somatic narcissist that is all about the looks. When they've got criteria such as that sense of entitlement, exploitative behaviour, arrogance and haughty behaviour, grandiosity, a lack of empathy, plus they're constantly in the mirror, that is narcissism. When someone just checks they look okay before they walk out the door, that isn't narcissism. When someone takes a selfie, that alone is not narcissism. When someone takes a selfie and then adapts it to look perfect, that can be narcissism. It can also be somebody that's just got insecurities. Therefore, looking in a mirror does not make somebody narcissistic. Narcissistic people have no emotions. Narcissistic people have a lot of emotions. They tend to have the negative emotions, such as anger and envy and revenge, fear of exposure, greed. They tend to run off those negative emotions, which is why they need to manipulate people and put on that grandiose charm, that charismatic charm, or the fragile, vulnerable woe is me, to gain the sympathetic attention, to gain the admiration from those around them, to gain the positive emotions from those around them, to feel better about themselves. And as they run from the negative emotions such as revenge, when they seek revenge on somebody and get revenge on somebody for the things they did to those other people, they often then feel happy. They get pleasure out of other people's pain. So they do feel these emotions, just not in the same way that genuine people do. Genuine people feel fear when they believe that they are about to lose someone they care about. Genuine people feel anger when somebody is provoking them in a negative way. Genuine people feel jealousy when somebody cheats on them. So we can all feel these emotions, narcissistic or non-narcissistic. It's the intentions behind the behaviour. Narcissistic people miss you. As hurtful as it can sound, narcissistic people don't miss who you are as a person. They miss the fantasies that they created with you, that they were preoccupied with, although because they weren't their dreams and their goals, they borrowed yours to sell you an illusion to get their needs met by you. They don't miss you. They miss the things that you supplied to them. They're all about that external source of supply. All narcissistic people are confident. Very few narcissistic people are confident. Most are just arrogant, and that arrogance comes across as confidence. However, you'll often notice with a confident person, they raise other people up. With an arrogant person, they go all out to humiliate you and tear you down. All narcissistic people cheat. Not all narcissistic people will cheat on their partners with another person. However, most narcissistic people are highly exploitative, so they will cheat you out of your friends, your family, your hopes, your dreams, your health, your wealth, your happiness. They will cheat you out of things. They're looking to exploit you to get that supply from you. All narcissistic people know what they're doing. Most narcissistic people are arrogant enough just to believe that they're right and everything is always somebody else's fault and not theirs. Yes, there are those narcissists out there that full well know what they are doing. They are coming from conscious thought. Their behaviour is intentional as they exploit and manipulate to work their way to the top by taking everybody else down. And then there's those who it's just instinctively done through subconscious thought, through learned behaviour of what they could get away with. However, as they believe they're entitled to do as they please, you try to speak to them about this, it does not compute within their mind because they believe they're entitled to do as they please, and you're the one who is causing the issues. So yes, some narcissistic people know. However, not all narcissistic people know what they're doing. And either way, they lack the empathy to care for you, and trying to explain it to them isn't going to go through to them because they are arrogant enough, they are self-entitled enough, they are preoccupied with themselves, they are exploitative enough to believe that they are always right. Narcissistic people hate being alone. We can all hate being alone. We can all enjoy being alone. With a narcissist, it depends if they're getting some form of external supply from somewhere. Yes, a good majority of narcissistic people will jump from relationship to relationship. However, some narcissistic people can hold down an unhealthy relationship that seems healthy to the exterior world, and they will be getting the external source of supply from outside of that relationship, from work colleagues, from helping out at charities. So some narcissistic people can be alone so long as they're getting that supply from elsewhere to help with their own inner demons, so that they can blame and shame everybody else. Majority of narcissistic people don't like being alone. They don't like being abandoned. They can't find, it's almost like they can't tune into their own inner happiness because they're that miserable. Because they're that miserable, they seek to blame everybody else for their misery, and they seem to create that misery in all those around them, and then blame those around them for being the miserable one, and bringing the narcissist down, the narcissist projection, where they accuse those around them of doing to the narcissist what the narcissist is actually doing to those people. Any myths you've heard, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have a new book out, which is 50 Rules to Deal with Narcissistic People, which is currently on Amazon. If you'd like to go and check that out, I shall also add the link into the video description. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.